So yesterday we discussed functions, domain and range. Again, yesterday at last we discussed whenever we find domain and range, usually three types of functions to be taken care of. Three types of function. First one is modulus functions. In modulus functions, that y is equal to modulus x. So value of y can never be negative because modulus x always remains as positive. Similarly, for a radical sign, if you have square root sign, the number coming inside the radical sign, the radical, it can never be negative because we cannot find square root of a negative number. Third thing, if you have a rational expression, if you have a numerator and denominator, if you have numerator and denominator, then the denominator can never be zero. Only these three things to be taken care of. Now, for finding domain and range, there is no fixed particular rule or method to find it. Just by seeing Shashank, we are talking about, we are saying root of -1. We didn't learn it. Now for real functions are real functions, means real values. They are not real numbers. Root of -1, they are not real numbers. You didn't learn it till now. Okay? So there is no fixed rule or fixed method for finding this domain and range. Just by observing it, even you can write it. No problem. Just by observing. But generally, so first question number 2. The question is to find domain and range. Domain means, so f of x. F of x is minus modulus x. See, domain means the x values. X value. See, modulus of x. When we write modulus of x, just think it. This x, modulus of x, can it be positive x? All positive numbers. X can be any positive number. Because modulus of a positive number we can write. X can be 0. Modulus of 0 also we can write. X can be negative. Modulus of a negative number. Modulus of -5. We write as 5. Possible. Fraction. Rational. Irrational. Whatever it may be, that means x can be any real number. So just by observing we can make it out. Domain x belongs to real number. Now for range, f of x is, that is y is equal to this one. What about y values? X is no, Ibrahim, you said x is between bracket. It is not between bracket. It is modulus. That is modulus sign. In your textbook, if it is bracket, change it. It is modulus sign. Straight x, modulus sign. Yes. Y. So y is equal to minus of modulus x. See that this modulus of x, since modulus of x is greater than or equal to 0. Is it? Modulus of x or modulus of x can't be negative. Is it? Modulus of x cannot be negative. That is this one. This one remains as positive. Modulus of x is positive. If modulus of x is positive, so modulus of x is positive, then we have a negative number out of negative sign out of it. If this number inside this bracket is positive, if you are taking negative of it, that remains as negative only. That means since this negative, modulus x is positive, since minus of a positive number is always negative. So y is equal to minus x. Since modulus x can't be negative, therefore y is less than or equal to y is, okay, we can write in words. Therefore, y less than or equal to 0. Y is less, because modulus x cannot be negative, or modulus x is greater than or equal to 0. If modulus x is greater than or equal to 0, modulus x is greater than 0, therefore minus of modulus x less than or equal to 0. That is a range y belongs less than or equal to 0 means minus infinity to 0 goes. Less than or equal to close bracket. So if you are writing on steps or not, just by observing, if you are directly writing answer, no problem. Most probably we ask the same MCQ or fill in the blanks, one word answer. So just same observe it and write it. Next one, fx. See, next one is f of x is equal to root of 9 minus x squared. See, we discussed it. If it is radical sign, x values. So very clearly, this 9 minus x squared must be greater than or equal to 0. So whenever we get radical sign, square root sign, 9 minus x squared, square root of this one, always the thing inside square root should be non-negative, because negative square root is not a real number, it's a complex number which we learn next. So always this should be for real number, this should be greater than or equal to 0. Now the question is, which are the possible values of x? Possible values of x, that is the domain. So taking this to other side, minus x squared greater than or equal to minus 9. Remember one thing, when minus a is greater than or equal to minus b, cancelling negative sign from both sides, a greater than or equal to b is wrong. The reason, minus 5 and minus 10. We know that minus 5 is greater than minus 10. Out of minus 5 and minus 10, minus 5 is bigger. Minus 5 is bigger than minus 10. If we cancel minus on both sides, 5 greater than 10. Is it correct? No, it is wrong. So what is correct statement? 5 is less than 10. In short, for inequality, remember it. In inequality, if we change sign on both sides of inequality, the inequality will reverse. Inequality, I think we discussed in this. If we change sign on both sides of inequality, inequality will reverse. So here, x squared less than or equal to 9. If we change sign on both sides, yes, in first term we will x squared less than 9. Again, this also we discuss it. Square, x squared less than or equal to 9. Then x, by taking square root, we have positive square root and negative square root. I gave it as a note. Same inequality for positive square root, opposite inequality for negative square root. That means x less than or equal to root 9 and x more than or equal to minus root 9. So x is less than or equal to 3, x more than or equal to minus 3. X is more than minus 3, x is more than minus 3 and less than 3. That means if you are combining this, starting from whenever we get two inequalities, start from the smaller number. We have x 3 and minus 3. Minus 3 is smaller. So minus 3 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 3. Minus x is greater than minus 3 means minus 3 is less than x. So combining these two, we can write minus 3 less than or equal to x less than 3. That means x values are possible only from minus 3 to 3. Therefore, domain x belongs to minus 3, close the interval minus 3 to this one. Minus 3 less than or equal to means including minus 3, closed interval. So remember it. This type of questions are good questions with radical sign. X values always remember it. The number coming inside that square root sign. Number coming inside the square root sign. One of you on this user wrote also x belongs to. If x belongs to minus 3 and 3, it belongs to R. We are talking about only real numbers. We don't have to. No, minus 3 less than x less than 3 is wrong. It can be less than or equal to 3. 3 is possible. Because x square less than or equal to 9 means less than or equal to 3. So 9 minus x square greater than or equal to 0. We took 9 to other side, changing sign on both sides, inequality will prevail. We use that property. Again, while taking square root for positive square root, same inequality, negative square root, opposite inequality. We combine these two results. Minus 3 less than or equal to x less than 3 means x belongs to minus 3 to 3. Now, again, for finding the range of this one. See, again, another technique. For finding range means by value. Y is equal to root of 9 minus x squared. Y is root of 9 minus x squared. Definitely, therefore, y is greater than or equal to 0. Why? Because positive square root is taken. This one cannot be negative. Square root, whenever square root, it is always, it can be 0. If x is 3, x values can be 3. Because they have same 3 or minus 3. If x is 3 or minus 3, it can be 0. For the remaining numbers, it remains as positive because here it is positive square root. Now, again, defines the range. Another technique is write x in terms of y and see the condition. So, if you are squaring, y square is 9 minus x square. X square is 9 minus y square. Take x to the left hand side. Now, x is plus or minus root of 9 minus. See, x square, x can be plus or minus. Whereas our given function y is only positive square root. That is why we got a plus or equal to 0. X can be plus or minus root of 9 minus. Now here also we have condition. Whenever we have radical sign, this implies this 9 minus y square should be non-negative. To get this x as a real number, this should be more than or equal to 0. That means this cannot be negative. Range for find, we didn't find range. For finding range, first thing, for square root means it is positive. We have taken positive square root for condition number 1. Then write x in terms of y. We wrote x in terms of y. Now see condition 9 minus 5 square. This 9 minus 5 square, since coming under root, it should be greater than or equal to 0. This means again find value of minus y square greater than y square less than or equal to 9, y less than or equal to root 9, y greater than or equal to minus root 9. This is y less than or equal to 3, y greater same thing, minus 3. So this means minus 3 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 3. We got one more condition, 2. So first one, see that y, this is a good question. Y is root of 9 minus x square, be positive square root taken. From by observing it itself, we can make it out y is non-negative, or it should be greater than or equal to 0. Now, while writing x in terms of y, we observe it 9 minus y square. This x is valid. It will be a real number only if this one is greater than or equal to 0. That means this should be non-negative. This cannot be negative because root of negative sign is not a real number. That is why 9 minus y square is greater than 0. From that, we got y belongs to. Now, from 1 and 2. So we got two conditions for y. From 1 and 2, we got two conditions. The first condition, we said y is positive. It should be, it is not negative, greater than or equal to 0. First we said that y is greater than or equal to 0. Then we said y is from 0 to, now between minus 3 and 3. Y should be non-negative and it is between minus 3 and 3. Then combining these two, what is the value of y? Satisfying both. See, if you are drawing the figure, remember, first condition 0. First condition, we said y is greater than or equal to 0. That means, see, I am marking it with red pen. Y is greater than or equal to 0 means it goes easily. This is y is greater than or equal to 0. Condition 1. Second condition, minus 3, it is from minus 3 to 3. Second condition is from minus 3 to 3. These are the two conditions we got. From 1 and 2, which are the possible values of y? Satisfying both. Satisfying both can be here? No. Here, one is not coming. So you can see only in this part it is common. 0 to 3. So from 1 and 2, 0 less than or equal to y less than 3. Therefore, range y belongs to 0 to 3. It's a good question. This is for understanding. Condition 1, y greater than or equal to 0. Condition 2, y is from minus 3 to 3. Then, from these two, we can write y is from 0 to 3. First case is subset of, first case is a subset of, no, first case is not a subset of second case. Now, then why someone wrote first one, this is a subset of second one? No. The reason why here to be subset all the elements in this one should be element in this. Why greater than 0 means number 5. Number 5 is greater than equal to 0. But 5 is not coming here. So first one is not a subset of this one. Again, someone wrote second one subset of first. That's also wrong. Why? All elements here. Is it coming here? All here. Minus 2. Minus 2 is coming here. But minus 2 is not coming here. So first one is not a subset of second one. Or second one is not a subset of first one. These are two different sets. But few areas is overlapping. So the common area is their intersection. Or in other words, their intersection is the required range. So this is another technique of finding range. To find range, write x in terms of y. Now see the condition applicable for x. Apply then find the value of y. Now coming to question number 5. Question number 5. Again, see that remember there is no particular fixed method for finding this one, but generally for finding domain and range, these three things: modulus function, always it is non-negative, always it is non-negative. Then radical with square root sign, the thing coming inside square, that is radicand, is again non-negative. For rational expressions, numerator and denominator can never be 0. One of you asked the doubt, a range should be 0, 1, 2, 3. No. Range, see, remember we wrote 0 less than or equal to y less than 3. Here, the numbers are not just y is 0, 1, no. 0 less than y less than 3. If y is an integer, it is correct. But here, y, when do we write this? It belongs to real number because we cannot specify all real numbers. Which is the first real number after 0? Which is that real number which comes after 0? Which is the first number after 0? Can we say that? No. It is not 0.1, not 0.001, not 0.00001. We have infinitely many numbers. So always intervals means all real numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3 means only integers are taken. No. All numbers from 0 to 3. That is, it belongs to R. Whenever it is given in intervals, in closed interval, that is understood. We use intervals for numbers in real number system. Right? Now coming to question number 5. The question is to find the range. Finding the range. First one, f of x. F of x is 2 minus 3x. 2 minus 3x, and x belongs to our means. X is a real number. X is a real number. Again, for finding range, we can y is equal to 2 minus 3x. And x is real number, and x is greater than 0, means x is positive. X is positive. This are given condition. X is real number, and x is positive. Y is 2 minus 3x. Our method is write x in terms of 1 and write condition for x. So 3x is equal to 2 minus y. X is equal to 2 minus y by 3. We wrote x in terms of y. Now what is the condition for x? X is greater than 0. Given x greater than 0. This means this 2 minus y by 3 greater than 0. Is it? This is the value of x. And we already know that x is bigger than 0. If x is bigger than 0, then 2 minus y is bigger than 0. This means 2 minus y is bigger than 0. Is it? Cross multiply 3 to 0. This is minus y greater than minus 2. 2 taken outside. Again, changing sign, y less than 2. Therefore, what is the range? Range y belongs less than 2 means minus infinity to 2. 2 it is open because less than 2. 2 is not included, not closed bracket. It is open bracket. Less than 2. Yes. One of you wrote, who is it? Afan. I don't need anything else. Your video and voice is lagging extremely. Definitely. Afan, just text me. I will give you utterance. My video is lagging because I'll take that. Okay, fine. Just text me. I will wait. I will take the attendance there. I will take the attendance. Then you. What is the sign? What is the sign with 2 in bracket? What is the sign? So 2. Y less than 2 means it is positive. Here, minus y. The sign of 2 is positive. Minus y greater than minus 2. So y less than 2 means 2 is positive. So it is positive. Then next one. Next one, f of x is equal to f of x is equal to x square plus 2. If f of x is x square plus 2, x belongs to real number means x can be any real number. Again, y is equal to x square plus 2. We will write x in terms of 1. X square is equal to y minus 2. X can be plus or minus root of y minus 2. Again, whenever radical sign, whenever square root comes, we know that the number inside square root sign, it cannot be negative. So, here, this implies y minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Whenever square root sign, only this three conditions. Modular sign, it is non-negative. For square root, the radical also non-negative. For rational expression, with the numerator and denominator not equal to 0. So y minus 2 greater than or equal to 0 means y greater than or equal to 2. Therefore, what is the range? Y belongs to greater than or equal to means from 2 to infinity. Infinity we can never close. 2 to infinity. That is the second bit. Third bit is very easy. Third bit, fx is equal to x. X belongs to real number. That means y is equal to x. Therefore, y also belongs to real number. If x belongs to real number, y also belongs to real number. So range is y belongs to real number. On the right, one of your right side of the board, there is infinity. Minus it. That it was a previous question. Yes. Now coming to miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. See the first question, actually the first question. You have to understand the question. The relation. We have this relation. First bit. F of x is equal to x squared. If 0 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 3, and 3x if 3 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 2. See, a relation is given. See that this relation, whenever you get such questions, our relation is given from 0 to 10. 0, 3, 10. Again, this field is for understanding only for understanding. No need, in examination, no need of drawing. According to the definition, from 0 to 3, from 0 to 3, our relation it is x squared. Again, from 3, it is from 3 to 10, it is 3x. The question is, we need to check whether this relation is a function. We need to check whether this relation is a function. See that a relation, a relation will not be a function if there are more than one image for an x value. That means if one x got more than one y value, or if value of relation, value of function at x, if it is small. See that if you are taking the interval 0 to 3, excluding 3, we can see expect if you are taking a number from 0 to 3 and if you are squaring it, square of 1, do we get two different numbers? No. Square of 2, not two different numbers. Similarly, here also we have only one definition. Here only one definition. So from 0 to 3 and 3 to 10, only one definition, so only one y value will be there. But from the figure we can make it out. At 3, we have two definitions. You see, at the point 3, we have two definitions. Because 3, when x is 3, it is x squared. Also, when x is 3, it is 3x also. That means at 3, we have to check the value, its y value or image of 3 we have to check. Because 3, by definition, it is repeated at 2 places. So, f of 3, f of 3, f of 3, f of x is x squared. So f of 3 will be 3 squared, which is 9. Also, f of 3, see f of x is 3x also. At x is equal to 3, at x is equal to 3, it can be, the relation can be x squared or it can be 3x. Relation can be x squared or 3x at x equal to 3. Only at 3 it is repeated. Remaining areas it is not repeated. So 3x means 3 into 3, that's also 9. That means in definition x is repeated only at one place 3. But if x is 3, by both definition its corresponding y value remains the same. That means this x, value of x, even if x is repeated, if we take the value of x is this definition or this definition, y value remains same. Therefore, for all values of x, there is only one y value. That means it is a function. So write this. Therefore, for all values of x, there is only one image. For all values of x, there is only one image. From this definition, this is the pictorial representation. From definition, you have to make it out. By definition, x is repeated only at 3. Because if x is 3, we can take this definition x squared or we can take the definition 3x. take here 3. 3, even we can take x square this definition, or we can take this definition. Even if we take both definitions, we observe that pi value remains the same. That means for x value, pi values are not repeated, only one image. For all values of x, there is only one image. Therefore, given a relation is a function. Given relation is a function. Given relation is a function. Now, coming to second one, the relation gx, the relation g of x. In the second, x square 0 less than or equal to 2 and 3x 2. So here it is 2. See that here again from figure make it out as 2. It takes two definitions and 2. If x is 2, it can be x square, or x is 2, it can be 3x. So find those values. F of 2